There it goes.
Hey.
I see it. Oh, hello there. I didn't see you come in.
Hello.
Thank you once again for joining us for this, the 160th episode of
Drunk Doctor Who
podcast.
We're finally back to the Doctor of the Apocrypha and the Heroes and Villains.
Yeah. So hop in your TARDIS, travel back in time with us as we discuss the Doctor Who movie, aired 5/14/1996. But it takes place in 99 to 2000.
Yep. Alright, so I'm Hatter. This is Holden.
What are we drinking today, Hannah?
Yeah, I shaved off my beard if you've been watching the other episodes.
Beardless podcast.
Yep. I have
Dink.
Tito's vodka.
I'm drinking Jack Daniels. Blackjack Cola. It's like a Jack and Coke. It's very good.
Yeah.
That and the White Claws.
Yeah. Alright.
White Claw.
Will you make sure I'm on screen?
Yeah.
It seems very much tilted your direction. I'm like, oh.
Yep, you're there.
Okay. Bing.
Line up with the
Cool.
lines.
Alright. Anyway, it's been 9 months since our last podcast on the main line.
Yeah.
Because of all the heroes and villains and
Hiatuses.
and new jobs and
New job.
Apocrypha
Yep.
and football season and just life.
Yeah.
Holidays.
Holidays.
So anyway,
Welcome to the new year.
Happy New Year.
Hey.
It's now February.
Yeah.
Kind of missed that one by a bit.
A little bit.
Okay, so this is the TV movie. Okay, in case you do not know the history behind this,
Special edition.
yep, after Doctor Who was canceled in 1989 and did not come back for season 27.
Sad.
Yeah, sad. It went on a break. And then they were in talks almost immediately
Yeah.
to bring it back.
I mean, it's still popular.
Yeah. It's just, somebody at the BBC hated the show and thought it was an embarrassment, but the fans still loved it. So, so they were in talks and they decided to go with Fox, and this was broadcast on Fox.
Very, very Americanized.
Yeah, it's very Americanized. It was a co-production between Fox, the broadcast channel, not Fox News, but
Right.
Fox, the broadcast channel,
Yeah.
and the BBC. And there was a co-producer in here from the BBC,
Yeah.
if you noticed in the end credits.
Mm.
Okay, so anyway, and in fact, I did show you the Children in Need special.
Yeah, we watched that.
Okay, so anyway, that at one point was going to originally be the 30th anniversary in '93.
Okay. Uh-huh.
But then the talks for this got underway, and Fox said, well, we don't want to confuse people. Why don't you just shelve that so that we can start, start afresh.
Yeah.
And they scrapped it and they took a really trimmed down version of it and turned that into the Children in Need special, or the Red Nose Day, or whatever that was. So that affected the 30th anniversary and made it from an actual big production to a much, much smaller production. Then several things happened in this. First of all, very Americanized. We get our first and only American master, in Eric Roberts.
Yeah. He did a great job.
He did. You can see him right there. Several interesting notes about this. It was the first and thus far only co-production between the BBC and an American producer for the main show of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
We will get a repeat of that setup later on when Torchwood Series 4, Miracle Day, is a co-production between the BBC and an American station. I forget which one.
Cool.
But yeah, but in both cases, they're Americanized.
And then we had Disney.
Quite a bit.
The Disney years.
True. Disney did co-produce once that comes down the line.
I guess Sony's a Japanese company.
Which owns the production company Bad Wolf that makes it now, but it was not a co-production with Japan. Or Sony, technically. It was just Bad Wolf. Just Bad Wolf happens to be owned by Sony.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So there are 3 times thus far when Disney or when the United States co-produces with the BBC. The first 2 times they greatly Americanize it. And those are both set mostly in America.
Yeah, this one was.
This one was San Francisco. And a smidgen on the TARDIS. The Disney era I have not fully gotten to watch yet because it's not out here. And they didn't Americanize it so much as they wokeified it, you know? It made it even worse than it already was. Yeah, they made it even woker than it already was. But hopefully they don't do that again. They just yeah. But the BBC, we got a ton of news for 9 months.
Yeah,
because we don't want unlike Disney and Marvel, we don't want you to force you to watch all the side stuff to keep up with things. You know, we're not going to make you watch 2 seasons of
Heroes and Villains,
Apocrypha, our stuff. But I'm talking about make you watch 2 seasons of Loki to keep up with the Marvel Universe, or 3, or you know, any of the other 15 shows they made there for a while. Yeah, no.
I really hated that part of the first Avengers movie, was they introduced like all these characters from the S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show. It's like, I didn't even watch that. I don't know who these guys are.
It got worse in the second. In the first one, there was a few enough that it wasn't too big a deal. Yeah. But then by the time you got to like the second and third Avengers movies, it was superheroes. It wasn't even regular guys. It was superheroes. I'm like, who the hell is that? Who the hell is that? Who the hell is that? Yeah. Oh, he was in this show. I don't want to have to watch that show. Yeah. He was introduced in you know, Captain America Super Secret Sacred Wars or something, and I'm like, I don't want to watch that. Anyway, so like he was saying, aired in '96, takes place December 30th and 31st, 1999. And you know, the oncoming change of the millennium. Lots of very special things about this that are controversial and weird or bad.
Like the Doctor being Genghis Khan?
No, that was just a lie by the Master. No, the half-human thing.
Exactly. Yeah. That's in my notes.
Yeah,
on his mother's side.
Yeah, that's...
So his dad was...
I think he was just lying. There's a couple of things in there that it could be, but
it explains the whole Eye of Harmony thing.
Not necessarily.
Why can it only be... Well, I guess we'll get there.
Okay.
But I do have questions.
Oh, yeah. Notice he's taking notes again. Yeah, after this, that whole half-human thing is swept under the rug and ignored. And...
Never comes back?
Pretty much no. And is treated the way that most people want them to treat the Timeless Child stuff later on. Never mention it again. Just get away from it. Put the universe back the way it was. If you need to explain something, great. 1 line is all you have to do. And you just got to remember, and the same thing with the Timeless Child. The Master lies. He lies a lot. And he lied a lot to Aang. Yeah, Ang Lee. Yeah, he lied. Chang. He lied a lot to Chang Lee, and that's one of the things he probably lied to Chang Lee about.
What is his stereotypical name? It's like John Smith.
Exactly. Speaking of which, so many throwbacks in this.
Yeah.
To the original stuff.
Well, it starts off with McCoy, which I thought was neat. I like seeing McCoy again.
That is actually one of the things that it was blamed for. Was
really?
The guy who did this was a big fan, and he's like, no. And I think Fox was like, we need you to start fresh. He's like, no, this is a continuous show.
Yeah.
It's got all of the continuity. It needs to continue. It needs to keep going.
Yeah, we'll go.
So he insisted on bringing back McCoy. And McCoy shows up and immediately almost dies.
Yeah. Except the TARDIS gets shot.
Yeah, by some Asian gangs.
Yeah.
Hey, and bringing your protagonist in, killing him off in the first 10 minutes of the show, and then replacing him with a different actor, got a lot of the blame for this not doing well because they thought that it was just too much to try and follow if you didn't watch the show previously.
I thought it was a good way of explaining the whole regeneration thing.
Yeah.
The doctor or the master's out of regenerations. He's trying to take the doctor's regenerations.
Now,
it's a big plot point.
Next time when we get to, which will be fairly soon actually, when we have our next episode 161, because we're almost done with the chronological procession of the Apocrypha before we get to before we get to the Ninth Doctor. When they do it then, they start it completely fresh. They keep the show's history and the bad guys and all that stuff, but they don't bring back the Eighth Doctor to regenerate. It just starts with the Ninth Doctor cult. Yeah. They try to close that later.
He's the Ninth?
Yep. Eccleston.
There's no regeneration between him and McGann?
There is a regeneration, but there's 2 regenerations between the 2. Okay. Later on, McGann, regenerates into the War Doctor.
Oh, yeah.
And the War Doctor...
He's not on here.
Right. This was before the War Doctor. And the War Doctor's not a numbered doctor anyway, so he probably wouldn't be on that poster, but I'd have to look.
Do we have one of those things for the War Doctor?
No, I don't know. I will double check. The convention is not this weekend, but the following weekend, where I get those things and update it. So I'm going to check with the person who does them.
Nice.
And
you have a booth?
Yeah, we always have a booth at LubbockCon.
Always.
Every year they've had LubbockCon, which they skipped a year or 2 because of COVID.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, in 2020, LubbockCon happened like 2 weeks before everything shut down.
Wow.
It just barely happened, which was good because the group that runs the conventions needed the money, you know?
Yeah.
They put all that into doing everything, and if the con didn't go off, and especially if they would have to refund the money, it would have been bad for them. So I'm glad they got it. But then the convention went off, and then like 2 weeks later, everything shut down. I think in 21 they didn't have it, and I think they may not have had it in 22. I don't remember. I think they were still reorganizing. But 21 was way too early. But I just can't remember if they skipped 1 year or 2.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah. But every year they've done LubbockCon, we've had a booth there. And it's always in the same spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it that way.
Well, good deal.
Just trying to support the community.
Anyway,
but yeah, at LubbockCon there's the artist who does those, and every year I try to get an update if there's an update. Like I don't have Shutai Gatwa one yet, although I do have Whitaker.
Oh, okay.
So Jodie Whittaker. So hopefully I'll get a Shutai Gatwa one, and
just reuse the same Tenet one.
Oh, I wonder if they'll make an older looking Tenet one. I don't know, but yeah, good. All right. Anyway, so yeah, some of the weird deals with this. So McCoy comes back, and there's this Asian youth, as Eric Roberts calls him at one point.
The Asian one.
Yeah, I think he says Asian youth. You know, and Chang Li looks young.
19.
Yeah, I'd put it right about there. Yeah. So anyway, he's being chased with a couple of his friends. They pull out guns, shoot at the guy who's chasing him in his car. Yeah. The guy goes away, but he was obviously steering them into an ambush.
Yeah.
Because then a whole bunch of guys come behind the trash cans after they empty their pistols. And then they shoot at them. I think the two die. And I think
two gang members. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Ang Lee barely escapes.
Yeah.
Chang Lee. I don't like you calling him Ang Lee. I think that's a comic book artist or somebody.
Is it Lee Chang or Chang Lee?
I think it's Chang Lee.
Chang Lee.
I think so. Lee is a common surname in China. Like Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee. Yeah.
And sometimes it's spelled Lee, sometimes it's spelled Li.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Anyway, so the Doctor materializes the TARDIS right in front of the just about to be executed Chang Lee. And the Doctor opens the door, steps out, executed essentially.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we get a backstory about how the Master had gone through all of his lives, and this is in Paul McGann's voice, not McCoy's. But how the Master had gone through all of his lives and was being executed for crimes by the Daleks of all people.
On Skaro, yeah.
Yeah, on Skaro.
That was weird.
He was being, a weird story. Being executed for crimes by the Daleks on Skaro. I would love to have known what he did specifically to be executed this time, or it was just for everything he'd already done.
Yeah.
Because
probably
I know
he used the Daleks and
I mean I know he's okay. I'm trying at this exact moment to think of a 20th century story that has both the Master and the Daleks in it, and I'm coming up short.
There's a few
with both the Master and the Daleks.
I think so. We could Google it.
We'd have to. I'm coming up short at the moment because the Master is introduced during the Third Doctor, and the Third Doctor has almost, if any, Dalek stories. And then he comes back during the Fourth Doctor, and the Daleks come back,
Yeah.
And then I'm not sure there is a specific story with the both of them in there. I don't think so.
Really? He's had to have allied himself with the...
in the 21st century stuff, I think so. Wait. What's the one where the Third Doctor... oh my gosh.
The one with the dinosaurs?
Not that one. There's one where the Third Doctor is messing around with, and it's two serials that are kind of back to back, alike, and he goes from the one to the other.
From the Sontarans to the Daleks?
Something like that. Frontier in Space, Planet of the Daleks. Remember they're like on the moon or somewhere?
Yeah.
And then they immediately go to the Planet of the Daleks, and I'm trying to remember if the Master was in that anywhere. But if he was, that would be the place where it was.
Okay.
Alright. Anyway, you can leave us notes in the comment and let us know. We're going by stuff that we watched a ways back.
Yeah.
And neither of... No. It's the Draconians. It goes Draconians and then into the Daleks.
Oh, okay.
Remember? They're trying to get the... I don't remember. It might have been the Master trying to manipulate the Draconians, but I can't remember. But yeah, remember it's the whole Draconian thing, which we don't see again until the Apocrypha.
I like the Apocrypha one.
Yeah, the mind game and stuff. Yeah. And then it feeds over directly into Planet of the Daleks. But neither of those are huge serials for any reason. I mean, no, they're on nobody's list of top 10 if you're going through 20th century deals, so they're not thought about as much. Okay, anyway, so
they vaporized the Master.
Yeah, they vaporized the Master. His
what remains are there left after being vaporized?
I don't know, but
goo.
Yeah, it was some sort of see-through stuff. This movie plays off of science fiction tropes like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
Not only is Frankenstein shown in the beginning, not only do they pull a lot from Frankenstein, he's reading the time machine in the TARDIS, the Doctor is, and then there's a lot of stuff is taken from the Terminator.
Yeah.
T2 specifically.
That was big around then.
Huh? Yeah.
Terminator was.
Oh yeah. The first Terminator, late 80s?
Yeah.
And I think the second one was early 90s.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of stuff taken from the Terminator movies in this. They just keep pulling from lots of science fiction.
Yeah.
You can tell the guy who wrote it and the guy who directed it were both fans of the genre, which makes sense because they were fans of Doctor Who.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I didn't see a direct pull from probably was Star Trek, maybe.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, somebody might. Well, except for the fact it's set in San Francisco, which is the headquarters for Starfleet Academy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Starfleet Command is set in San Francisco. For some reason, for some strange reason, science fiction loves San Francisco. It's just odd. Right, anyway, so so the Doctor has the remains. The Master apparently asked the Daleks to grant a final request, traditional, and they put his remains into a box, which the Doctor then looks like he quantum locks it with a sonic screwdriver.
Yeah.
And the Master. Here's another science fiction one for you.
What's that?
The Doctor is sitting down with his cup of tea. And when the bad things start happening, the cup of tea starts vibrating. Jurassic Park, which was also big at the time.
Yeah.
Direct pull from.
Okay.
It's the whole look at the ripples in the liquid. It's got to be bad, and that happens. But yeah, the Doctor's sitting there reading The Time Machine by H.G. Wells, and his tea falls off, as apparently the Master's life force of some. We don't see this before now that there's anything like this possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
And that's a lot of the controversial stuff that's in here, along with the half-human bit.
Yeah. Must have had some Horcruxes or something.
The half-human thing, I'll get, like I said, we'll get to that later. We'll get to that later, but there is a bunch of theories of what that could be, and one of them does go back to a fob watch. The little casing breaks open, and this whole T2 Terminator 1000 kind of goo comes out and slithers along. And in fact, the goo escapes the TARDIS through the keyhole as the Doctor lays very injured after the 3 bullets.
Yeah.
Chang Li says, I'm going to go get you an ambulance, because he feels connected to the Doctor because the Doctor saved his life.
Yeah.
Chang Li never goes, where did this thing come from?
No.
And notice it's in a junkyard, much like the original show.
Yeah, like a little alley.
Yeah, a little alley junkyard. All the trash piles and stuff. And one of them, Chang jumps behind when they're shooting him. So he gets an ambulance. The driver of the ambulance is Eric Roberts.
Yes.
And they take him to the hospital. In the meantime, apparently, the essence of the Master, however you want to call it, and they bring the Master back later in many other weird ways.
Yeah. Well, right now he's in the TARDIS.
Well, but he escapes the. he escapes from the TARDIS here in the episode.
Yeah.
But just like when they restart the new stuff, and they weren't sure if they were going to connect all the old stuff back to it. They weren't sure if they were going to be like, hey, you can start here, you don't know any of the history, and there were no doctors before this doctor.
Yeah.
But there was enough of an outcry that they eventually made it super obvious it was all tied in.
Oh, okay.
They do that towards the end of the 10th Doctor in an episode called The Next Doctor, where the Cybermen remember all the history of him, but it's even underlined and highlighted and italicized and put in bold, like big bold capital letters, when the 11th Doctor, Matt Smith, has his first episode, the young one right there, has his first episode, The 11th Hour.
Yeah.
They really go, yep, this is it. Look, they have a scene where someone who knows him, the Atraxis, shows all of the other doctors in order, including McGann. And actually all of them in order, in sort of a holographic visual, and then right on cue, Matt Smith steps through, and he goes, he's got a bow tie, he's big on bow ties, I'm the Doctor, and basically run. But it's but they really they first do it a bit with Tennant, but they really underline in that episode, and it's a really stinking good episode.
Oh, good.
It's one of the best, if not the best, first episodes for a Doctor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's good. Eccleston's good, Tennant's good, Smith is good. I like Capaldi, although the writing starts getting real. Towards the end of Smith, the writing starts getting dodgy. And then basically when Clara arrives. And then it goes downhill during Capaldi, although his performances are awesome. And then they start gender swapping him, the Master, and then they gender swap the Doctor, and it starts getting dodgier and dodgier. But by that point, we're getting into the Disney era and stuff like that. But yeah, it's all coming down the pipe. Stick with us.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. Anyway, so they take the Doctor to the hospital. This is going to be a long episode. We've got so much to catch up on. And this episode is so unique for so many reasons in the canon of Doctor Who.
So
they take the Doctor to the hospital.
Defibrillating him.
Well, yeah, first they think that the
defibrillator
X-ray, which is showing two hearts, is a double exposure. And they're like, okay, well, bring in the expert cardiologist, which turns out to be Grace. Did we ever get a last name for Grace?
I don't think so. I never got one.
She's referred to by that other doctor as Amazing Grace, because apparently she's a really good cardiologist, you know?
Yeah, well, that is.
And she is one of the, at least until we get to Clara, who is a Mary Sue, Grace is probably the most intelligent, capable, and dynamic human female companions for the Doctor.
Well, we've had was it Zoe, the math expert?
Yeah, from way in the future. And she was good, but she wasn't... I wouldn't say she was
smart,
quite...
She
was smart in math.
Yeah.
And she was very capable, but I'm not sure she was quite as capable as Grace.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, Grace is rewiring the TARDIS
just
towards the end of it. Yeah, trying to remember how to do it from the Doctor had told her a little bit before.
Harder than heart surgery.
Right. Now, by the time we get to Clara, Clara's just amazing and everything, so much better than the Doctor. It's just so stupid. Yeah, it's like I said, that's what the show's going downhill. But anyway, so Grace is not a Mary Sue, and her abilities seem natural. First of all, she's an actual cardiologist doctor. You got to be smart to do that.
Yeah.
Second of all, you got to be intelligent, and she's pretty,
And she's pretty.
she's pretty. That's another one of the controversial things is the first romantic kiss from the doctor. This actually not the modern stuff, but this is where the romance for the doctor with companions entered the show.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a lot about
I
this.
guess it must have been popular because they kept it going.
Yeah.
With future companions. I thought it was a nice moment. They kissed.
It was. Romance was introduced to the show, and in the 21st century, stays with it. The only romance whatsoever we got between the Doctor and anyone else in the old
The
20th
Aztecs.
century run. Correct. The one with the Aztecs, where he thought he got engaged to that woman,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't even really romantic so much as she liked him, but he didn't really return.
Mm.
I prefer the Doctor being very asexual, for several reasons. One of which,
He's married to adventure.
correct, the captain of the ship,
In
and
a way.
that his love is the TARDIS.
Yeah.
That very much so. The fact that,
You got time for smooching?
the fact that especially when he's falling in love with humans
Mm.
or romanticizing with humans, their lifespans must be like that of a gadfly
Yeah.
to a Time Lord.
What's a gadfly?
It's a type of fly that lives for a couple of hours,
Oh.
and it has to live, mate, and eat and die in that couple of hours.
I like that trope from Lord of the Rings where the elf Galadriel or something falls in love with Aragorn and her dad's not approving. He's like, you'll outlive him, and
That's not Galadriel. That's Eowyn.
Eowyn, yeah.
Eowyn falls in love with Aragorn.
Yeah.
And the father's
and it shows her outliving him, and he's an old man. And
That's a good scene, actually.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I love Lord of the Rings, and I love watching the movies. And I was not. I've read all the books, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
I was not afraid of the people who knew what was going to happen. I was afraid of the people who didn't need the subtitles when they were speaking Elvish.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got the subtitles on the screen. You're speaking Elvish, and it's like Klingon in Star Trek. Somebody out there, there's people out there that don't need the subtitles for Klingon. I'm like, okay. Anyway,
Crazy stuff.
Grace, really nice, really good. She is the cardiologist, and she's at the opera with her boyfriend,
Yeah.
who quickly becomes her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah. They split fast.
Yeah, I think
She gets called. She's on call.
the
He's
feeling
upset.
is, it's been coming for a while,
He takes the sofa.
And they mention that, Eric Roberts, the master, mentions he's not the master yet, mentions it's a rich part of San Francisco. So, is he rich? Because where we're going, he's going to need to be rich.
Yeah.
A hospital in the rich area. Anyway, so she gets called in, and she runs into the hospital, and she's in her gown for a really nice, rich night at the opera. And, it's an interesting scene, her running through it like that. And they put the scrubs over the gown. And then she has a conversation where apparently her boyfriend breaks up with her after, Anyway, she gets in. She tries to save the doctor. She doesn't realize he has two hearts.
Double exposure. Yeah.
Yeah, they keep thinking it's double exposure. And in the meantime, they can't get McCoy under the anesthesia, and he keeps waking up. It's like, oh, good, he's under. A clock. He sits up. I need a beryllium clock. He falls and goes back down, and they finally, and then she winds up killing him on the operating table.
Yeah.
And there's a small
sticks a exploratory probe through his ventricular.
Yeah, and she's going through, and she's like, wait, I'm lost. But she's heading to the other heart, is the whole point. And she's like...
Causes him to have a seizure, They lose picture.
Yeah, they lose
dies.
picture. It's just what they were doing was too much or something. And one guy says, well, you know, she says I should be somewhere. I can't remember where because I'm not a medical person. Yeah. But the guy's like, well, not unless he's a donkey. And I'm like, okay, somebody explain that to us, please. Do donkeys have reverse hearts, or do they have two hearts, or something weird like that? I mean,
it's on the other side.
Or you have to come in through the one way, it goes the opposite direction or something. I mean, please, we would love to know that. Okay, at least they kept the doctor British.
Yeah, they did.
The doctor has always been British. Although Shutai Gatwa is
South African?
Nigerian, I think, emigrated into Britain when he was very young.
Oh, okay.
I believe. I'd have to double check that. But still a British citizen, still a British accent, even if he was born somewhere else. All the other doctors, I believe, all born in Britain. Yeah. Even the War Doctor and the Renegade Doctor, and the one from the movies. And what we will soon have is the one from the animation, which was made canon recently.
Is voice actors British?
Yes. Every single Doctor British. They, not like turning the Master American. Yeah. But
or James Bond.
Yeah, but it was an American body. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so the Doctor dies. They toe tag the Doctor. They send him down to the morgue with Alcinous Maximus.
Will Sasso.
Okay, Will Sasso. Oh, you said Will Sasso earlier. I thought you said Ted Lasso.
No,
like, that guy wasn't Ted Lasso. Will Sasso.
Yeah. That's
okay. He's in the National Lampoon's The Legend of Alcinous Maximus, and he plays Alcinous Maximus. Yeah. It's the only other place I'd seen him in except this. Because I wasn't on, what'd you call it, Vine?
Vine. He's big on Vine, yeah.
I don't know. From what I understand, those were short
6-second videos.
TikTok videos.
Yeah, pretty much.
What's now TikTok?
Yeah, musically.
Okay.
Made skits with lemons.
Right, okay.
Lemons and Will Sasso.
This is the generational gap here, you realize.
You like them. They're fun.
Well, I like that guy. He's got a lane, and he's good in that lane. Anyway, so the Doctor dies at 10:03 p.m. on the 30th of December. They call it the time of death. They stick him in a freezer down in the morgue.
They have weird freezers. They're like... Instead of, like the slots that you use...
The cabinet slots.
Yeah, is a full door. So he had like his own room. There's only like 3 more doors for cadavers.
Rich hospital. I think they were able to afford the full thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that it was actually filmed in a disused hospital.
Oh, okay.
Much like The Dark Knight, where they filmed the hospital scene in the parking structure they're going to blow up.
Yeah.
And he's trying to blow up. And the same thing with the Blues Brothers when they're driving through
the mall.
The mall is a disused mall. I think this was actually a disused hospital, which is why you have the scene where the Doctor's walking through and there's all the junk there. I think it was actually part of the hospital.
Oh, okay.
All right. So in the meantime, apparently the Master shows up snake-like.
Yeah, his essence squid turns into a snake.
Yes, Terminator 1000 essence thing goes into a snake. Now,
that's cool.
Okay, cool. Couple problems. One, what the hell?
What's going on?
Okay, the Master was not in Kinda.
What's in Kinda?
Kinda, the serial with the snake people and the snake worship and all that. The guy had the snake on his arm and he transferred it over to...
Oh, the mind control thing.
Yeah. There were 2 big deals with the snakes, and I don't believe the Master was in either of them.
I don't think so.
So where the hell did the snake thing come from? It didn't come from the Daleks that he was dealing with, although So yeah, he turns into one of those snake blobs.
What we know is that the Master was on his last life.
Mm-hmm.
He gets executed by the Daleks, vaporized.
Right.
Beforehand, he requests his corpse's remains, which is
His remains, whatever they are, yeah.
vaporization goo. He teleport back to Gallifrey.
And it looks like a little urn that you keep ashes of somebody you love in.
That little log chest.
Yeah.
His vaporized essence goo is conscious and is able to break out of a quantum lock imprisonment.
Full evil, I guess.
Turn into
I don't know.
a snake. He's like Voldemort. He's making phylacteries and Horcruxes or something in anticipation for no more regenerations. So it seemed like he's been planning on stealing the Doctor's regenerations
for a long time.
Yeah, for a while.
One of Voldemort's Horcruxes was his snake.
Yeah.
Oh my God! When did Harry Potter come out? Did this steal from Harry Potter as well? When did the books come out? Although
the books had been
finding out about the Horcruxes
90s.
wouldn't happen until much later.
Yeah,
the Horcruxes are in the final book or two.
That was the 2000s.
Yeah, so the snake thing, except for the fact that he has Naguni, the snake. I think that's his name. The snake.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's in Fantastic Beasts.
Right, I think you find out about the snake earlier,
yeah.
And you definitely find out about Harry Potter's connection to snakes.
Yeah, Parseltongue.
Right, Parseltongue in the very
Slytherin.
beginning. Yeah, anyway, so the Master's evil, the snake apparently always evil, which is why they tried to put Harry Potter
pure evil essence
in that house,
yeah.
But Harry Potter wanted to go in the house with his friends.
Yeah, Hufflepuff.
Yeah.
Gryffindor.
Gryffindor.
Yeah.
Not Slytherin.
I'd be a Hufflepuff, I think.
That's Alyssa. She's taking all those tests. She always ended up a Hufflepuff. I always end up Gryffindor.
Gryffindor?
Yeah. Like I said, it's going to be a long one. Anyway, not only is this the first long story we've had in a while, but there's so much in it.
There is, yeah.
Once again, it is a TV movie, so it had a larger budget and more story to work with.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the snake thing ends up going and occupying Eric Roberts' body.
Yeah, in the ambulance, it crawls up into his jacket. Later, we see him get off shift.
What was the guy's name?
Bruce.
Bruce, that's it. It's mentioned a couple times.
Yeah,
Bruce, mentioned by Chang Lee. So Bruce becomes indwelt by the Master.
Yeah, he takes his jacket home. You see the snake crawl out of the jacket.
Yeah.
His wife's complaining about the snoring.
The
thing
snake
crawls
into
into
his mouth.
He stops snoring. And she goes, "Oh, finally."
very much, kind of related, like the alien thing out of Aliens.
Yeah.
Which they even show the thing kind of under the covers going down and that part's like Alien.
Yeah.
And in the morning he's like, I am not Bruce.
Yeah.
She's like,
what should I call you?
Yeah, what should I call you? She's like, you stopped snoring and you've got a sense of humor now? Apparently Bruce doesn't have a sense of humor. Oh, well, what should I call you? Call me the Master.
She's like, giggity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come back to bed, Master. And then he turns around and she sees his eyes. This is in the early days of the contact lens stuff.
They look super uncomfortable.
Back then they were, because they couldn't do soft ones, they had to do the hard ones, and they're bigger than normal. And I think they colored in the rest with the green and the white iris parts. Yeah.
Jim Carrey had to wear the ones for the Grinch.
Oh.
And he said it was like the worst pain he had ever felt when acting. Oof. And he had to take lessons from like CIA operatives coaching him through being tortured. Yeah.
Oh.
He almost quit.
I believe it.
So apparently those aren't comfortable.
No. So Eric Roberts' character Bruce is imbued with the Master. And one of the controversial things is in here, Time Lords can, when they die their last life, indwell other things to try to steal bodies and lives, which, to be fair...
Oh, that's not just a Master thing?
No, remember, the doctor says that while they're trying to get to the beryllium clock piece.
Oh, no, I missed that.
Okay. Which, to be fair, the Master kind of does when he takes over the body of... Oh, what's that companion's name? Starts with a T.
Done it before. Telluri. The guy with the eyebrows.
Okay, the guy with the eyebrows to me is Capaldi, but hold on.
The companion with the eyebrows. Redheaded. Cowardice.
Oh, Turlo. No,
Turlo.
not Turlo.
Yeah,
Not Turlo.
Turlo. He doesn't possess Turlo?
No, Tegan.
Oh.
So, no, the scene, Tegan's father, remember on Tracking?
Tracking.
Okay, you remember the story where they go to, like, Keeper of Tracking, where they go and the Master is in the robot they bring in, and the robot's there in the garden, and...
Oh, yeah, I know
and
that.
eventually the Master takes over the Keeper's body.
Yeah.
And indwells the Keeper's body and keeps going. That's kind of what he does here to Eric Roberts.
Apparently there's no killing the Master.
Tell me about it.
I guess normally they upload expired Time Lord's consciousness to the Matrix.
Into the Matrix, yeah. But... Okay, and that's the assassin one.
And to date they haven't explained the 13 regeneration rule. Or why it's 13 lives, or 12 regenerations.
12 regenerations, 13 lives. They kind of have now.
You mean with the new stuff?
Yeah, with the
not
Timeless
what I've
Child.
seen,
Yeah, not with what you've seen. The Timeless Child garbage. Alright. Anyway, like I said, this thing messes with so much Doctor Who lore. It's probably... It's not hated because it's bad, although it's really hokey and Americanized and kind of bad, but it's still kind of good.
Yeah.
One of the reasons that I think it's...
Perfect way to explain it.
Yeah, one of the reasons I think it's looked at with disdain by some fans, much like the Timeless Child, is because of how much it screws with the lore.
Yeah.
How much it goes, oh, no, you only thought you knew who he was. We're going to really mess with it now. People don't like finding out that the secret sauce in your burger is cow poop. they want it to be something nice, you know?
Yeah.
So don't tell them their secret sauce in their burger is cow poop.
The half human thing.
Well, that, the Timeless Child later on and that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's, better to keep some things a secret. You don't have to keep peeling back layers on an onion one a day, because eventually the onion is so rotten you don't want to do that. just leave it at a certain point.
Like ogres.
Like what?
Ogres.
Oh yeah. Like an onion. Ogres are not like an onion. But yeah, anyway, so the Master takes over Eric Roberts, kills the wife when he turns around, and man, Eric Roberts?
That's Roberts. Bruce and his wife are dead.
Essentially, yeah. Eric Roberts turns around and he's got the green eyes. She screams, and it's just slightly off camera. He kills her.
Yeah.
Yeah, breaks her neck.
It's like the scene out of Thriller with the eyes.
Yeah. So he goes all Terminator on us.
He puts on a leather jacket
and the dark glasses, and shows up at the hospital.
Yeah.
In that exact scene from Terminator where he goes to the police station looking for her.
Yeah. They really grossly explain how it's a temporary thing and the body's decomposing as he's possessing it.
He's peeling off.
Pulls off a thumbnail.
Fingernail.
Yeah. That's it. He tosses it over the glass to her.
Yeah.
I would be disturbed. She didn't take it too hard.
Well, they're in a hospital. She's probably seen worse. Yeah.
Or just have like a discarded fingernail flicked at you.
Yeah. Anyway, so So he finds out. In the meantime, the doctor has regenerated and woken up.
It's a lot darker regeneration process than we've seen before. It's put parallel to Frankenstein's monster, and there's electricity and he's twitching. And
right, because he's in the cold freezer.
You get McCoy like contorting his face, and I don't know if he's just really good at it or if they're like assisting it with like some CGI. But
I think it was
really
both.
Distorted his face.
But he was a children's performer, a children's entertainer, a children's clown before becoming the Doctor, and that shows up a lot in his performance with little magic and stuff, and the spoons.
Battery.
Yeah.
Sorry, we lost power, but we turned on the gasoline generator, diesel generator.
Okay, so we got the
apocalypse.
Swapped out the battery.
The apocalypse has started, but don't worry, we'll still get the upload up.
Hey, good thing I got a solar array.
There you go.
All right.
Welcome to our doomsday prepper bunker.
There's a window right there. Okay.
Close the blast door.
Okay, so where were we? Oh yeah. So the Doctor regenerates, and it's weirder than usual.
Yeah.
We still don't see the regeneration energy. Previous regenerations, they just kind of morph the face from one to the other.
Yeah. Let me see that here.
Okay,
but
we see that here, but it's a lot more active.
Face
but we get some regeneration energy before the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Which we will see a lot more of the new stuff.
Humans apparently can regenerate.
Apparently they can be regenerated by the TARDIS. Once again, one of the weird things with this, and they're Timeless Child stuff, so much with it. Anyway, so...
And apparently it explains everything, though. Just not in a satisfactory way.
Yeah. Alright. Anyway, so the Doctor... oh, by the way, if you haven't watched the side stuff, I grew a nice big long beard, and today I had it shaved off. It was like here. And today I had it shaved off for St. Valentine's Day, which is in 2 days.
We both got haircuts.
Yeah, I didn't even notice yours.
Well,
huh?
This is all long and shaggy.
There you go. Yeah, you mentioned it. Alright, so the Doctor wakes up, and Optimus Maximus,
Will Sasso,
sitting there watching Frankenstein, the original black and white.
Pete is his name.
Yeah. Anyway, so the Doctor wakes up in his new finally regenerated body.
It was very strong. That door was like...
You'll get to see what doctors do with regeneration energy later on.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, apparently they are very strong when they first come along, or occasionally very confused or unconscious.
Yeah.
Like the third Doctor, when he was unconscious for a while. The fourth Doctor was very, when they first came into being, was very frenetic. Later on, we've got doctors, the third Doctor's at the hospital, you know?
Yeah.
Later on, we have other doctors that are laid out for a while, including Capaldi and Tennant.
So basically like Twilight vampires.
I don't know. Saw the first movie is a bad movie. That's it.
They're all bad, yeah.
Alright, so...
they made a parody called Vampires Suck.
Yeah, I saw that. That was funny.
The nipple twisting Jack Black.
Yeah. Alright, so anyway, the Doctor wakes up. He bangs his way out of...
Giggity.
He bangs his way out of the morgue. Something Sasso?
Will Sasso?
Yeah.
Pete faints.
He sees him. And he was watching Frankenstein, and he knows this guy's supposed to be dead, but he just like literally knocked down the door to get out. He faints. Then the Doctor heads out, and he goes around. He's trying to figure out who he is because he has amnesia.
He's walking around with his toe tag. He's looking through the doctor's lockers. He sees the scarf.
Okay. Well, he's looking.
He doesn't wear the scarf.
Right. Oh. There are several callbacks in that to other doctors. Mm-hmm. Throughout all of this, there are little callbacks to all the different doctors.
Yeah.
First of all, you got the Jelly Babies.
Yes.
Starting with the second Doctor.
Trout. Yeah.
Yeah. You have the the pocket watch from the first Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
You have the key that the third Doctor made.
Yeah.
For the TARDIS. It's that one that the fourth Doctor used a little bit.
Yeah.
You have the scarf.
Sonic screwdriver.
Sonic screwdriver. But there's a callback in here somewhere to every other previous Doctor. Of course, McCoy was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's a callback to every other previous Doctor. Even the cloister room, I believe, goes back to the fifth Doctor.
Okay.
It's definitely the new stuff. And I'm thinking it's from the fifth Doctor, although it might only be new stuff. It's definitely in Matt Smith's 11th Doctor era. But I'm just recalling something back from the old stuff that I can't put my finger on right now.
Okay.
I don't know. I could be smoking crack. You let me know. Anyway, so all these callbacks. Oh, the yo-yo also from the fourth Doctor. Yeah. All the callbacks. Jelly babies are here in spades everywhere.
No recorder.
You're right. No recorder.
I like the recorder.
Well, I think the sonic screwdriver took the place of the recorder because the recorder is
the
slightly annoying. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so he puts together an outfit. It's fairly Edwardian.
I'm guessing one of the other Doctors was also at the opera and got called in because it's like one of those. It's a really outlandish suit.
Remember the hospital party for bringing the new millennium?
The New Year party
is a costume party.
Someone got their costume stolen,
and he said he was going as Wild Bill Hickok,
yeah.
And that was that outfit.
Great. Grace keeps explaining that it's because he's British. He's from London.
Oh my gosh, that is such a great line later on. But anyway, so one guy's going as Wild Bill Hickok, and that is the style, the very British classic Edwardian era style for McGann. And notice he's even holding the pocket watch, which I'm not sure he ever holds in the episode.
I think it's just Lee that holds it.
Yeah.
Must have put it back in the bag.
He might have pulled it out at one point.
Pulls out the sonic screwdriver.
Yeah, he's got an ascot. It's a really nice, actually.
Yeah.
Really nice outfit. Anyway, so he's trying to figure out who he is. He has amnesia. Mm-hmm. He puts together the ensemble, except he doesn't have shoes.
Yeah, no shoes. Still walking around with the toe tag.
Right, and then finally he's in the hospital, and he recognizes Grace, the Dr. Grace.
Puccino. What is he called? He calls her by the
Madame Butterfly from Puccini, I think.
Puccini, yeah.
Yeah, he says, you were playing this.
I know you.
And she's like, no, I don't know you, because she's not thinking, oh, this is different body, same guy. Yeah. Even though the whole thing with the seventh Doctor had happened the night before. Mm-hmm. She's like, what? No. Anyway, he finds her. There's a scene where she's talking to Sasso. Mm-hmm. And he's like, no, seriously, a guy came out of there and Different guy.
Same toe tag.
Broke it out, was wearing a sheet, and she's like, you don't think the second coming's happening here, do you? What? You think they'd pick a better hospital?
Go pick up some more psychedelics.
Okay. Psychedelic drugs. I'll do that. She thinks he was having a bender, and she doesn't believe any of that stuff, although, of course, it all plays in later on.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, the Doctor follows her into an elevator and then outside, and it's so stalking-esque. Mm-hmm. Oh, not even stalking-esque, it's literally stalking.
Yeah.
And he says, no, I know you, and you've got to tell me who I am, because he has amnesia. In this case, they have this amazing explanation for why he was dead for so long. The amnesia. The amnesia, then the anesthetic. The anesthetic
almost
kept him dead and
kept him from regenerating.
All right, almost kept him from regenerating, and that created the amnesia as well, which is.
Oh, he always has amnesia though. Oh, multiple times. Usually.
He occasionally has amnesia
gotta whip
for a
out
brief period, not usually. But that actually was a fantastic explanation for how that happened. I do love that.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Anyway, so he kind of stalks her. He gets in her car, and then he's like, "What is this? What is this horrible stuff?" And he starts pulling out the heart probe thing she sent into his body. And
apparently, they just left it in there.
Well, remember they had scheduled the body for autopsy, but he never got that far.
No.
And he's like, "This is horrible, this primitive thing," and he pulls out his body. And she's starting to realize maybe it's theoretically possible that what he was saying, that she knew him and that she killed him last night, was correct. And she takes off with him in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, after she'd been honking because he got in the car. It's like really stalkers. Yeah. She takes off. She takes him to her house where...
Nice house.
Nice house. The ex-boyfriend had left.
Took the sofa.
Took everything.
Yeah.
Hardly.
Yeah.
She listens to his hearts. He explains he has two hearts.
Not a double exposure.
Yep, not a double exposure.
Not an echo.
Yeah. A small side plot with a real jerk who always plays a jerk. I think he played a jerk in Aliens. I think it was Aliens with an S, yeah. I think he was in there.
Roberts? Eric Roberts?
No. The hospital administrator who threatens her.
Oh.
And she's like, "I'm not going to quit." She's like, "I'm going to quit if you do this." And he burns the X-ray. Yeah. And he's like, "I think it's an empty threat." And then she quits anyway. Anyway, small side plot with that. So she realizes he's not human. She takes a blood sample, realizes it's not real blood. Well, I don't think she's quite realized he's not human yet. She gives him a pair of shoes that her ex-boyfriend left.
Yeah.
Now he has a full outfit.
Shoes are wonderful.
Yeah. They go take a walk. During that, the Chang Li goes to the TARDIS, figures out how to work that key, because it's an odd-shaped key, goes in, and the Master's there.
How did he get in there?
Right, that's one of the questions I'm sure you had. How did the Master get in the TARDIS?
Maybe the spare key?
Spare key above? Spare key? I doubt it.
And then you put it back?
Why would he? I don't know. There's only a couple possibilities. One, the Master has been in the TARDIS before, and will be again. And the TARDIS has been in the Master's TARDIS. Remember that one where they kept being inside of each other's TARDISes?
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's the only possibility is he snuck in by leaving the body and going in like he came out of the TARDIS with that weird Terminator essence.
Yeah. Unlocked it from the inside.
Unlocked it, came out, and went back in the dead body, which is highly unlikely. Or the TARDIS remembered him and let him in, which I highly doubt, because he's the Doctor's foe.
Or he snuck in on hands and knees as Lee opened the door, and they crawled over. And
the only reasonable explanation is he used the spare key, knowing it would be there, and put it back as a trap for the Doctor. Alright, so Lee finds the key, looks at the sonic screwdriver, and there's a bunch of stuff in there, from the past Doctors. Once again, back to tribute to all that.
900-year-old journal.
Yeah, he goes in and the Master starts talking to him, who is now fully capable in his body.
Yeah.
I figured out how to walk and talk at the same time and stuff like that. And he starts telling Lee lies.
Tells him the Doctor used to be Genghis Khan.
Yeah, he used to do horrible things. He's a wanted criminal. Basically, he's describing himself.
Yeah.
And saying we've got to stop him. And all this used to be mine. He's just assuming to the Doctor's persona and saying the Doctor is basically his persona.
You think the Master used to be Genghis Khan?
Let me think if he ever was.
A lot of kids. We're probably loosely related to Genghis Khan.
Yeah. Oh my
I
gosh.
think a lot of people are.
Alright, in the future of the show, the Master is Rasputin.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And there's
Rasputin, lover
Okay.
of the Russian.
there's a scene where the Master's dancing
Yeah.
and that music comes on.
Oh no.
It's great. It's the very last it's the very last episode of Whittaker.
Uh-huh.
And it's her best episode by far.
Really?
Like by far. If her run had been like that, I wouldn't have cared that she was a woman. If something is good enough, I don't mind the woke.
Yeah.
Like the D&D movie, the recent one.
I like the D&D movie.
It was just barely good enough that I didn't mind the woke in it, where the women were the warriors and the men were all made small. Yeah, whatever. It was just good enough. They're, you've seen the movie Armageddon.
Armageddon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The physics don't work at
You
all.
gotta blow up the...
The physics don't work at all.
The
But
size of Texas.
I don't mind the fact that physics don't work because the movie is so good to me. It's the same thing here. I can overlook flaws if it's good enough. Whittaker's very last episode is really damn good. The rest of it, there's a couple good episodes.
Yep.
Spyfall and a couple others. Most of it's not great. But that episode where he's dancing, where he read the script and thought he was supposed to dance, but it turned out it wasn't. But then they got the rights to the song and put it in with him dancing.
Oh, nice.
It's fantastic. I mean, that whole episode is actually really good. And to me, it's more the 60th anniversary than the 60th anniversary specials because there are more doctors in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's actually good.
Strange how they do that.
The Power of the Doctor, I believe is the name.
Cool.
Alright. Anyway, coming back to here, they're taking a walk, and inside the TARDIS, the Master is telling Chang Li how bad the Doctor is, which is more or less what he's done, how good he is, and he convinces Chang Li to help him open up the Eye of Harmony. Now,
which is the power source of the TARDIS that we've never heard about before?
Yes, although it comes into play later on.
Okay.
But it looks nothing like what they show here.
Oh, okay.
But the TARDIS does change and regenerate as well. But
this TARDIS looked very different from the ones we've seen before.
To be fair, it's until the modern stuff, it's one of the best TARDIS sets. It's
TARDIS set.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
I think Capaldi's is the best TARDIS set.
Yeah.
Period. He's got this one that is just fantastic. Besides that, I love the original. I love Tom Baker's backup.
The wooden one?
The wooden one, yeah. I love this one, but most of all, Capaldi's is just amazing. Shutai Gatwa's is freaky big and over the top.
Huh.
And there's also, of course, something to be said for Tennant's, especially around Series 4. But we'll get there.
It's like the classic. Yeah.
Well, it's like they threw a junkyard together and just made it what it could be, and it works. It just somehow works.
Cool.
Anyway, so usually I'm way too drunk and I'm rambling. Now I'm sober and rambling. Slightly. I'm a decent bit drunk.
Slightly sober.
Slightly sober. Slightly, Anyway, so they get. So they're the TARDIS. He convinces Chang Li that he will give him whatever he wants because he goes to one drawer and pulls out
gold dust,
2 bags of gold dust, which in today's money would probably be worth a couple $1 million. And yeah, and convinces Chang Li over to the dark side between lies and money. Although the line "you get to live" should have been a red flag.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, let me throw your face on the controls and you get to live.
My eyes.
Yeah.
Promises him more gold dust afterwards.
Yeah, pushes Eye down. Anyway, they open the Eye of Harmony. When they open the Eye of Harmony,
he explains that it's because he's human.
Well, the
Like
TARDIS
that.
likes Chang Li.
Yeah, like
When Chang Li
likes
went on the wall, the TARDIS reacted and powered up. So the TARDIS likes him for whatever reason. Later on, he says because he's human, but that can't be it because there's so much other stuff than other humans who can't do crap in the TARDIS.
Yeah.
Past and future. Who knows?
Turlo wasn't human.
Correct. Turlo was not human. Neither was Tegan.
Neither was K9.
Correct. Or Chameleon.
Or Chameleon.
Or
I'm sad
Susan.
I'm sad we didn't get to see more Chameleon. He was in like
Two stories.
He was there for the whole season, and he's just there for 2 episodes.
Yeah. Well, we've explained on the channel
Yeah.
why. The guy who invented and controlled it passed away in a freakish boating accident.
Oof.
All right. Anyway, so he gets Chang Li. They open up the Eye of Harmony, and apparently that returns all the information to the Doctor. The Eye of Harmony opening opens up his memories, and because the Master's looking into the Eye of Harmony, and looking through the Doctor's eyes, apparently, and the Doctor gets his memories back, like, oh, I can remember, and that's where 2 very controversial things happen. One is his first romantic kiss with a companion.
Yeah. I like it.
He grabs her face and kisses her, which it's New Year's Eve. You do that.
I guess.
That's fine. Also, he just had a major breakthrough. That's fine.
Yeah.
And she reacted well. She's like, do that again.
Yeah.
But this created the modern romances between the Doctor and female companions. And
That's controversial. Controversial.
well, it had never happened before in the show until then. It's a minor controversy.
Okay.
It happens more now, although still always with female companions, even when the Doctor is female.
Oh, Whittaker's gay?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Yes. It has to be, of course. Well, okay. Shutagawa has a brief romance with someone who's not a companion, and Shutagawa is also gay.
Okay.
Tennant's second coming, the 14th Doctor, is also apparently gay. Basically, 14 on, they're all gay.
Huh.
Because the 14th Doctor sees Sir Isaac Newton and remarks how good looking he is and goes, oh, is that who I am now? Just a brief line. But it was right after Whittaker being gay and right before Shutagawa being gay. So it's boom, boom, boom. And it's like, that's modern woke storytelling, whatever. Everybody's gay. But yeah,
Put a chick in it and make her gay.
and lame.
Have you seen that South Park episode?
Oh God, I love that South Park episode. All right, but that's the modern woke stuff for you,
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, the Doctor kisses a companion. Once more, I think this was part of the Americanization of the show was to add romance.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
That got pulled into the new stuff. Whatever, fine, don't care. I like him more asexual, but if there's a little romance, sure, not the end of the world. And the other one, of course, is the Master looking into the Eye of Harmony, seeing the Doctor's eyes and going, that's the iris of a human. The Doctor must be half human. And I'm like, what?
What?
Is the iris half human, or does he have one human iris and one Time Lord iris or whatever? Really weird.
Yeah.
Okay. One of the modern theories for the Doctor being half human, which comes up a bunch of times in this, is that the Doctor had done that through the fob watch, which was the watch that Chang Li had and was given back to the Doctor later. So he decided to become half human. And later on he becomes human through a fob watch. So this is taking the modern stuff and pulling it back to help explain an inconsistency in the show.
Well, he comments on He's half human on his mother's side.
To that one scientist guy,
Yeah.
So, but still, the theory is he decided to become half human for whatever reason, and Fob watched himself into it thanks to the pocket watch being so prominent in the episode, even in that picture, that he Fob watched himself into half human.
Okay. that makes sense.
All right.
Good work.
Okay. That's a theory.
I like that theory.
Yeah. I like it to help solve the inconsistencies. Yeah. All right. Anyway, he remembers who he is. They're looking at him. The Master and Cheng Li decide to go get him. They take off in the ambulance. Okay, so the doctor, the reason they do this, the doctor mentions he's a Time Lord.
Yeah.
I remember everything, my TARDIS. And despite just being kissed apparently a couple of times by the doctor,
now she thinks
Grace is like, what? And he goes off, yeah. Oh, my TARDIS. Oh, the world's going to end because the Eye of Harmony is open and it will suck everything into it.
Yeah.
I need a beryllium clock.
Yeah.
Gallifrey, that's in my home planet. We were laying on the grass and doing all this. And he spouts off so much stuff, she thinks he's crazy. Yeah. And she stops believing him at all. Despite the fact that he has 2 hearts and his blood does not conform to human standards.
Yeah.
What he tells her is too much, and she runs away. You could call this inconsistency, but I think it's more shock.
Yeah.
I think it's more shock. She runs into her house.
It's too outlandish of an explanation of why he has 2 hearts.
Well,
she thinks he's crazy.
He's just spouting so much stuff she can't understand that despite the fact that he could theoretically be alien, based on the evidence, she runs away. Yeah. She runs into her house. He shows that the world is breaking down molecularly by putting his hand and pushing through her glass window, and then by stepping through her glass window.
She, in the meantime, called for a psych ward ambulance.
Yes, exactly.
Which the Master apparently picked up that call.
Yep.
And he's being dispatched to her house.
Right, with Cheng Li,
yeah.
who currently likes the Master, much like Turlo back in the day. Or Adric pretended to a couple of times.
Yeah.
They rush to the house. And the doctor is like, okay, he sees on the TV that there's this beryllium clock that in San Francisco is going to start counting the new millennium. And I think
places are flooding, Hawaii snowing.
It's snowing in Hawaii, and the whole piece of the beryllium clock is the big MacGuffin in the episode.
Yeah.
And he says, "Can you get us?" And they repeat this over and over again. The Institute for Advancement of Technology and Research. And you know what that acronym's out to? Atari.
Atari?
Okay. Oh. Institute I for the Advancement A of Technology and A Research. Atari. It's an acronym for Atari.
Huh.
And
why did they throw that in there?
Well, I wouldn't have thought about it so much, except it's repeated like 8 times or 10 times.
You have to acronym but not of the...
In the episode, they use the ampersand.
Oh.
But if you use the word "and," then it absolutely comes out to Atari. But I think they were trying to hide it slightly. But once again, fan, you know?
Sticking the Konami code in there somewhere.
Something like that, but it's over. They say that name so many times. Is it a real place? I have no idea. But it's just so repeated and repeated. Anyway, so the Master, with Cheng Li driving, takes the doctor and there's not that many characters in this episode.
There's a surprising amount of deaths for how few characters there are. Because you'd think everyone would be dead, but basically, like, Just a lot of extras died.
There's just so many extra side
We
characters.
see the Master died twice. Doctor dies.
You do actually.
He comes back. Grace and Lee die, and they come back.
Hey, we're getting there. Yeah, bunch of guards, some gang members. Yeah, and the doctor, of course. Anyway, so they drive on this high-speed deal in the ambulance.
Traffic jam.
Then there's a traffic jam where apparently a semi night jaffed and unloaded a bunch of chickens. So the doctor goes up and
they realize.
Oh, first of all, the master's pretending not to be the master. He's got the T2 glasses on. At this exact moment, Grace still thinks the doctor's crazy.
Yeah.
She's talking to the master like he's crazy.
Yeah.
Cheng Li is driving, and the doctor's like, "Oh no! I knew this guy, and I knew this guy," and she's like, "Oh yeah, I guess you knew Madame Curie or somebody like that." He goes, "Yeah, I knew her intimately," and the word "intimately," and this is one of the best lines in the thing. She goes, "Did she kiss better than me?" And the master of everything looks at her and goes, "Did she kiss better than I?"
Yeah.
Yeah, he corrects her English.
Yeah.
Not how in the world could he know that Madame Curie kissed that well, or how could he know this, or no, he corrects her English in the statement, which is fantastic.
Yeah, it's a funny line.
It's a good line. And apparently then the master spits.
His glasses get knocked off.
Yeah, and you see the reptilian eyes.
And then she realizes that this guy's
not human.
I guess, yeah. And then he spits acid slime on her wrist.
Right, once again, reptilian.
Which never comes up again, but it's like burning her just really badly.
The doctor grabs a fire extinguisher, which apparently puts that out. Yeah, and apparently harms the master somehow.
Yeah, get it off me.
Because apparently fire extinguishers are anti-reptilian or something. The doctor and Grace escape. The doctor grabs a gun from a cop and holds him at gunpoint to steal his motorcycle.
Yeah.
But during the conversation, when he's trying to convince Grace to believe him, he mentions, and this is a slight callback to earlier, she had a dream as a child that by becoming a doctor, she could hold back death.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Trust me, believe me." And it's like that.
All of a sudden,
that exact moment is where she decides to roll the dice and fall in love with him.
I guess.
And she does it right there, takes the gun, holds up, fires it at the cop going for the motorcycle, forces the cop to give him the keys, and they take off, and she loses the gun.
Yeah. And then the master's like, after them, and Lee's like, "Oh, we're still in a traffic jam." And the master's like, "We're in an ambulance."
Another good line, actually. Good line.
Oh, okay. And he hops the curb and goes around the traffic jam. The siren's on. So they're both racing down to the Atari Institute.
Institute of Technology and Advanced Research. Or Research Advanced Technology, whatever.
Something like that.
Yeah, Atari. So they head down, they keep going down. The doctor, they go through a couple of trucks. Then the doctor swerves off the road, and he's not followed by Cheng Li, who's like, nope, my town, I know a shortcut, this is faster. And this is where essentially Grace admits her love for the doctor. Yeah, she's like, I finally meet the perfect guy, and he's from another planet, and it shows total commitment and belief.
That's usually the Mr. Right trope.
Yeah.
I was watching this. There's a movie called Mr. Right with Anna Kendrick. Terrible movie. Oh, it's so bad. But she finds Mr. Right, and he ends up being like a hitman. So she finds her Mr. Right, and he's an alien.
Yep.
It's a trope, I guess.
I mean, it makes sense, yeah.
I like it.
So they finally get to the Institute. She's on the board of directors, so she can get in. It's not a problem. I'm like, okay. Now, how the heck did the master get in with Cheng Li? I mean, they pull up in the ambulance.
Ambulance.
Yeah, I can see them
He's
going,
got his
okay, you're
little-
ambulance drivers.
First responder badge on his leather jacket.
That's actually true. Yeah, I didn't think about that. So they're in the institute. The doctor and Grace are trying to get to the beryllium clock.
And they're just
They're
chatting up with party members.
oh my gosh, that one guard who stonewalls him. I mean, literally, his face never changes through the entire episode.
Years and-
It's like, nope. I'm on the board of directors. Don't care. You know, he doesn't say it, but his look is, yeah, don't care. It's just hilarious. So they're trying to get to the clock. They finally get there. He's like, this was where I wish I had my sonic screwdriver.
Yeah.
But he doesn't because Chang Li has it. They manage to get the piece out that they need, and it's only about yay big. Maybe
William chip.
maybe an inch and a half by about 3/4 of an inch.
Yeah.
Is what it looks. So they get that, and then the master shows up with Chang Li, and they end up. The doctor and Grace are trying to escape. Small side plot about somebody who's going to save the world a few times, about figuring out how to predict earthquakes. The little kid.
That was out of nowhere.
Yeah, I've got to see what he was in.
Make sure you answer the second question.
Not the third, because the third you'll mess up on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a graduate studies exam or to get into graduate school. I did some of those. But you basically have a question. You got like 3 questions, and you pick one and you write an essay about it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I've done that before.
Yeah, I did one of those to get into college actually originally, and then in like trying to get into graduate school, you do that. But I've got to see what that kid was in because he looked familiar, and I
He's another Doctor Who stuff, you think?
no, I think it was in other stuff I've seen that wasn't
okay.
Doctor Who. Because
Oh.
once again, he was American.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and not to say there aren't Americans in Doctor Who, but the vast majority of actors in Doctor Who are British. And there's that line when the Doctor's being quirky, trying to steal the motorcycle, and the guy's like, "Get back, get back!" And she goes, "Oh no, it's okay. He's British." Because he was
from
being
London.
quirky. The whole point is he's weird, you know.
Yeah.
He's quirky. He's British. That's our explanation. Yeah. Oh man. Anyway, so the Doctor and Grace run around a corner trying to escape with the chip. They see a row of 4 guards who were all apparently hit by the Master's venom slime.
Oh, yeah, they're all just frozen.
Yeah, one of them
Slimes.
falls over.
No explanation there.
Yeah,
We assume they're dead.
yeah.
More death count.
What is our death count?
13.
We're getting back to the good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. And the Doctor figures out.
2
Okay.
of those is the Master. One is the Doctor. We got Bruce and his wife. A couple of gangsters. 4 security guards. Grace and Lee.
Well, wait. Grace and Lee aren't. They don't die.
They died.
Oh, they die. They come
They
back.
come
yeah,
back.
yeah.
He gets his neck broken. Grace, I wasn't sure she was dead until she got resurrected. She just got
Well, yeah. He's
tossed
carrying
from
her
the second
body. Yeah.
floor.
Okay, anyway, so the Doctor and Grace manage to, they set off the fire alarm, they run up to the top, and
Everyone's panicking.
they kind of, everyone's leaving the place, and they kind of shimmer down with a slow rolling fire
hose.
extinguisher hose.
Yeah, they die hard it.
Actually, yeah. Wait, when did Die Hard come out?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it was so
there.
much, yeah. I think it was 93 or something.
Something like that.
Yeah, so they drop down, then they get back on the motorcycle, they race back to the TARDIS, while the Master and Chang Li are heading out. Okay, So they get back to the TARDIS. They realize he doesn't have a key. They go for the emergency secret key stashed above the door. They take it. And once again, we're still using that really cool key that Pertwee made, that Tom Baker used for a while.
Yeah.
They get in, and
it's bigger on the inside.
Well, yes and no. She starts talking way smarter than any human could be.
Yeah?
Yeah, she says things like...
She knows things about, like, relative dimensions.
In space, right. And she says, dimensional transference is the term she uses. And you're like...
Oh, you mean, like, dimensional transference?
Yeah, it's like, well, that's why it's bigger on the... But she starts talking like that, and you're like... You cock your head, it's like... She's amazingly smart. I mean, she was already really smart, but she's got to be, like, insanely smart. You're like, okay, interesting. And the Dark's like, okay, we have this one chance, because you can't start up the TARDIS because it's out of juice. We've got to rewire it, set the alarm clock, get it back to before we showed up, and we can do it just barely. And he's explaining to her how to do it, and she takes... what looks like a mallet and just hits him over the side of the head and knocks him out. And you're like, what? Then she shows up with the not her eyes are black around the rim, but the black eyes inside. Yeah. Once again, early days of the lenses you'd put in front of the eyes to do all that. And she was being controlled by the Master.
Yeah.
Right. We're missing a big scene. Where was the scene where the Master encountered her? Was it in the ambulance and hypnotized her or controlled her or made her a puppet?
I thought it was like just as he walked into the TARDIS, because he had his green eye, he had his glasses off. Kind of like how he commanded Lee.
He does that to Lee, but
the green eyes.
Right. The Master has constantly used hypnotism. I mean, all throughout the story, the Master uses hypnotism, and he's apparently insanely good at it. Like, you will do what I say, and you're like, wow. This seemed like something else. This seemed like a
hypnotic trigger.
Okay. Well, the eyes were different than anything before it. But he has incorporated commands as a hypnotic trigger into people before. Think fire. Well, think Pertwee's era.
Okay.
When he commanded Joe Grant. No, was it Joe Grant or was it the one that preceded Joe Grant? With the plastics wrapping around people's neck and stuff. He programmed them to set off the explosives to kill the Doctor, the bombs. You remember that?
No.
Like the very first season the Master was in.
Okay.
He hypnotized, I think it may have been Joe Grant, to help set off the explosives to kill the Doctor. But the black eye thing was, the black in the eyes was new.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it turns out she was being controlled almost as a, what is the word? Not a sycophant. A simulacrum. Almost as a simulacrum of the Master. Yeah, that's it. Simulacrum.
Yeah.
Almost as that of the Master. And
it's like 2 on a blue for a 4/4.
Wait, what?
The Magic the Gathering card.
Oh,
it's simulacrum.
Solemn simulacrum, yeah.
Something like that.
But yeah, they he controls her completely. But we're never given a scene where you know that's going to happen. And I think that was edited out for time or something.
Oh yeah, could have been.
Yeah. Anyway, so Ang Lee and Grace have the doctor tied on a gurney.
Yeah.
They roll him out, and the master's like, yeah, okay. Tie him up, put him in this shackles system.
This weird.
With the weird
Iron Maiden nail
thing,
pries his
crown,
eyes open.
prying his eyes open like Clockwork Orange.
Yeah.
Have you seen that movie?
No, terrible movie. Just awful.
It's an absolutely amazing movie.
Dark themes.
It is not for you.
Not for me.
Not for you.
Not for me.
Anyway, holds open his eyes, and they set him up in one section of the cloister room. And then the master is talking with the doctor, and the doctor's like, oh, the master says, I wasted all my lives fighting you, and the doctor's like,
whose fault is that?
Yeah, Chang, he just said, he wasted all his lives when he's trying to steal my lives, which...
This is my body.
Yeah, it harkens back to Trial of a Time Lord, where the future doctor is trying to steal the current doctor's lives.
The
The
trial.
Trial of the Time Lord.
The doctor that was the...
Right, the theoretical...
Reichard.
The future doctor, what is his name?
The right.
No, it's the...
The land.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting drunk. But you got the future version of the Valyard.
Valyard, yeah.
Who's trying to steal the current doctor's lives. It's the same scenario where the master is trying to steal the doctor's lives.
Where's the Valyard in the 13 regenerations?
No. We've never seen him again. He's still theoretically in the future.
Oh, okay.
So the doctor is like, hey, he's trying to steal my lives. But in this scenario, it's a fairly weird contraption setup where they have to get the Eye of Harmony to focus on the doctor and to focus on the master on these almost not quite parapets on these balconies.
The mirror staves. Oh, they're on the balconies.
Yeah, and it's apparently transferring the life essence from one to the other, just very dark.
Yeah.
And the doctor's like, Grace, run. Before that happens, the master tells Lee to open the Eye of Harmony. Lee refuses, and the master snaps his neck. Once again, I think barely off screen.
I thought it was on screen.
I think the wife was off screen.
Yeah.
And John Lee was on screen. Snaps his neck, kills him. You're like, oh, how are you gonna open the Eye of Harmony? And then he lets Grace be human again. And he does it with her eye.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so crazy.
You can't do it with Grace. She no longer has human eyes. Oh, now she does.
And he kisses her to take away the control.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
I think he's just being a creep.
Yeah, that sounds like the master, but wait till the end of time. Oh, not the end of time.
I'm waiting for
the Utopia trilogy.
Okay.
He's a good bit of a creep with his wife. Anyway. Even though she's his wife, he's a no bueno. I've got to use the restroom real quick. Keep up with the plot. I'll be right back.
So he uses Grace to open the Eye of Harmony. She's, like Lee was earlier, blinded by the big blue light rays. But the thing is, she's no longer hypnotized. She falls to the ground. But after she recovers, she's like, oh, I gotta free the doctor. So she goes up to the little balcony, the parapet that the doctor's on. And she takes off the weird contraption that's like holding his eyes open and has like the nail crown around his head. He's just is all gimp suited up, and she takes one of the bars out of his hand shackle, so one of his hands are free. And then the master shows up. He's like, no, and he throws Grace off the balcony, and she lands on the floor by the Eye of Harmony, and apparently she's dead, like Lee. So Lee and Grace are dead. And the doctor's like, no, and he uses his other hand to take out the bolt and free his other hand, and he has a kerfuffle with the Master. And they're fighting in the cloister room, it's called, I guess, with the Eye of Harmony. So basically a whole bunch of stuff is happening. I don't really understand any of it. Like the Eye of Harmony, where did that come from? And that's the power source for the TARDIS, apparently. But we've had other things that were called like the power source of the TARDIS, like the Mercury tube and the beryllium clock, and so I don't really understand what the Eye of Harmony is. And apparently it's really dangerous. It can destroy entire planets, just rip planets apart if you leave it open. And the doctor says something about having never opened the Eye of Harmony before. It harkens to the thing that he's like, well, I'm only half human. And apparently humans need to look into the slot to open. Nothing really makes sense. They're trying to like build this lore that the doctor's half human on his mother's side. And there's this power source called the Eye of Harmony, and it needs human eyes to open, but it doesn't really explain any of that, and we don't know why. Yeah, so it's like they're setting up for something that never paid off. At least not during the movie. I guess they're hoping that this would revive the show, and they could just kind of pick up where they left off and explain these things, but that never really happened. They didn't pick up the movie special as a pilot. They didn't continue the show. So all this kind of, like Hatter said, just gets swept under the rug. As a power source of the TARDIS, a single TARDIS can destroy the universe, or the planet, apparently. You can only human eyes open the Eye of Harmony.
Wait, where are we?
Grace is dead now, along with Lee. He got thrown off the balcony, but the doctor's free. And he's having a kerfuffle with the Master on the balcony.
And he knocks off the Master, and the Master and he are fighting like Flash Gordon on the edge of the deal, holding him, Savior of the universe. But he's holding him there, right on the edge of the Eye of Harmony, and eventually, the Master gets thrown away. The Doctor kicks him off.
Kicks him.
Right. The Master looks like he's going to make a lunge at the Doctor. He does.
Yeah.
The Doctor stands up, moves the staff in the Eye of Harmony into the Master's face. The Master can't see, temporarily blinded, once again like Grace was. And he falls right over into the Eye of Harmony, and then the Eye of Harmony starts to
absorbs him.
Consumes, I think would be a better word.
And then belches from indigestion.
Yeah, later on, yeah.
You hear the Master growling from the...
So, yeah, the Eye of Harmony consumes the Master. The Master, he kind of CGI swirls in, or animation swirls in.
Jumanji.
Yeah, Jumanji, there you go. And then the Doctor goes to his companion or companions, if you want to include Cheng Li.
Yeah.
And he takes.
He's like the Master's companion.
Yeah, he was a bit more the Master's companion, sort of like early Turlough.
He was in the TARDIS. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
and he does travel with the Doctor in the TARDIS from the point A to point B here in a minute. He meets all of the stuff to be a companion. But I'm trying to remember why I didn't consider him a companion. I think the BBC may not, or I think I was just being harsh. I don't know why. Because you only...
We've seen some cases where like the Masters had a companion for a series or a serial.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But most of the time, when a companion travels with a Doctor, usually it's from multiple serials. Okay?
Yeah.
Or at least multiple episodes within the same serial.
Yeah.
anytime the Doctor has had a companion for just one episode, generally they only have one. And you'll see that a bit more in the future during the David Tennant specials.
Yeah.
But usually they only have one. But this may be a special case because it's a TV movie. But I'm trying to remember. I don't remember if it's because I went by those generally laid out rules or if the BBC didn't consider them one or what have you. I don't recall. Anyway, the Doctor takes the body of Grace, lays her down for some weird reason right next to the body of Chang Li.
Yeah.
And then...
Ceremonial.
Yeah, I guess so. And then the TARDIS, the Eye of Harmony, is still open. Sends what we understand now to be regeneration energy. You will see that pretty soon.
Okay.
But sends regeneration energy to regenerate them. They don't change form because they're human.
Mm-hmm.
But it brings them back to life.
Okay.
Yeah. There's lots of problem. There's lots of questions after the Timeless Child about regeneration energy.
Yeah.
But once you get to the 21st century stuff, which we will fairly soon, the regeneration energy can do some amazing things.
Yeah. That's why the Time Lords want to squeeze it from the Timeless Child.
Kind of. Yeah, we'll get there.
Suck out the regeneration.
Oh my gosh.
So the Timeless Child is like an alien species that can regenerate?
We don't even know what it's
And
called.
the Time Lords
But apparently the Doctor is one of them. Or, once again, the Masters who told all that to the Doctor.
Yeah.
Although it was reconfirmed a couple of times later on, so...
Oh boy.
it makes it harder for it to just be one of the Master's lies.
So
but-
the Doctor's the Timeless Child, which is like a dimensional being, like the
Space Jesus
who are
is
the-
how I've seen it referred to.
who are the light and dark guardians? The guardians of
The White Guardian and the Black Guardian.
Yeah. He's one of those.
That would be interesting, although it wouldn't explain his relationship with the White and Black Guardian. Except, in theory, they might not have known because he was encapsulated in the fob watch, but it's actually an interesting idea. Although,
Maybe the toy maker's another Timeless Child.
no, he's a god. Oh, we'll get there. When he comes back, he's a god, and he battles the Master, and
And he's
he imprisons the Master. The toy maker does
okay.
in his gold tooth.
Oh.
Yeah, seriously.
Plus he's Neil Patrick Harris.
Yes, the modern iteration is Neil Patrick Harris,
Doogie Howser.
who's amazing, fabulous. He's fabulous in nearly every role I've ever seen him in. And
Is he
he's
wearing-
fabulous in that one.
Is he wearing the same glasses as he did in the Matrix, the fourth Matrix movie?
That is one thing he's not fabulous in. That whole movie is bad.
It was pretty bad.
But yeah, that's one thing he's not fabulous in. But anyway,
It was terrible.
but it was horrible. All right, roll back a bit. Anyway, so the TARDIS, sentimental old fool she is, regenerates, revives, whatever you want to call it.
She liked
Chang Li and Grace. Yeah, she liked them both because they were human.
I guess.
So they're alive. The Doctor takes them. We've got to go back still. Oh yeah, and there's that scene where Grace reverses the polarity and takes the TARDIS back a few days to before when they showed up, so that they would have the chance. And that is what actually stops the Master from sapping all the life essence out of the Doctor. He takes them to New Year's 2000. Chang Li is happy to run off with all the gold dust, the several $1 million of gold dust that the Master had given him, because the Doctor doesn't care because he can basically transmute stuff.
Yeah.
And then the Doctor has this farewell with Grace, and this is a weird part.
They actually say goodbye.
They do, but this is the weird part. First of all, the Doctor doesn't like goodbyes, but second of all,
does the scene wind up in this?
Grace. All right, Grace had an epiphany that she loved the Doctor, and she was willing to hold up a cop and shoot at him and steal his motorcycle to help the Doctor.
Yeah.
But then later in the episode, she seems to have a second epiphany where she realizes that she is destined for great things and that she is good enough as she is. And she doesn't need the Doctor despite how fantastic he is and the adventures she can have with him and all of that. And I guess if you consider the second epiphany, which once again seems like there was a scene missing, like it was short-circuited.
Yeah, it does.
It makes more sense that she stays and doesn't go with the Doctor. I think overall the TV movie might be an hour and a half. With commercials it was 2 hours probably.
Yeah.
I really think it could have benefited from another half hour. Because there are bits and pieces that seem to be missing throughout it.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I can see that.
Even 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah.
The scene where the Master...
on the cutting room floor.
Yeah, the scene where the Master takes over her and makes her eyes that way.
Yeah.
Suddenly she knows things because the Master is controlling her that she shouldn't know. The scene where she really truly epiphanizes the second time on how good she is. And there's a couple of scenes earlier as well.
It's mostly Grace's development that gets
cut. Well, yeah, I mean, the Doctor has development in this.
Yeah.
And Chang Lee has a smidgen of development. They give him a little bit. But its vast majority of this is Grace's story and Grace's development, and
that's what they cut.
Yeah. Well, once again, there were probably time constraints, and as an American production, they're going to center on the action, and they could have cut out 5 minutes of the stupid chase scene and put in the more character development, and I think it would have been better.
Yeah, probably.
Which is once again one of the reasons I think Doctor Who does not need to do co-productions with American companies. This one or Miracle Day. My wife liked Miracle Day. I didn't care for it as much as Children of Earth, Torchwood Series 3 and Torchwood Series 4. Children of Earth is so amazing, and Miracle Day, while an American production, it pales in comparison to me because it's coming after the amazing one. But I think they need to keep Doctor Who as British as possible. It's just insane. And all right, and then the Doctor and Grace say goodbye under the fireworks from what would then be, New Year's Day 2000. And the world is reset to correct because they have stopped the problem.
Yeah.
The MacGuffin.
The Eye of Harmony destroying the planet.
Yeah.
So one TARDIS can destroy a whole planet.
That is, at least in the show's history, accurate.
Yeah. So they could use TARDISes as like WMDs, just nuking planets.
TARDISes or TARDI or whatever you want to call it. Are
are living creatures?
Yes. They're also the thing that powers them, the Eye of Harmony, the sun, in its last final moments as it's going supernova, that's encapsulated by a gravitational magnetic encapsulation.
So they're encapsulating dying stars as the power source of TARDIS.
TARDISes, we'll go with
TARDISes.
that. Essentially, as my understanding, is what gives the TARDIS all its power.
Okay.
That can feed or destroy so much. Later on, in a fantastic episode called Blink, there's an entire race that could feed off the time energy of a single TARDIS for almost ever.
Get it in hunger in Africa, but the Time Lords are like, oh no, we need our TARDIS back.
A different race, a race that feeds on time. But yeah, there's so much stuff like that. It's the Time Lords, as a general rule, are almost infinitely powerful, although the Daleks almost destroy them later.
Yeah.
And of course, in Invasion in Time, they get incursions, but they're almost never nearly wiped out. Although they are in the Time War, the Great Time War. But the TARDIS is their technologies are vastly powerful, including TARDISes, and later on the Moment,
and the sash of Rassilon.
And the key
and
of
the
Rassilon.
underpants of Rassilon.
Oh, the Invasion of Time is hardly on anyone's top list for Doctor Who stories.
Yeah.
But I have a vast affinity for it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just to see the inners of the TARDIS that you don't get to see before.
Oh, yeah.
To see more of the Time Lords you don't get to see.
Yeah.
It's not great, but it's a lot of interesting, you know? Right. What questions did you have for this?
So we talked about
story?
the Master being vaporized by the Daleks, and what remains is a conscious, oozing
Terminator
slug,
1000 goo, yeah.
snake. It never really explains how he had consciousness or could
Any of
break
it.
out
But
of-
the Doctor says that he could do that as well, although it doesn't come up again. But then again, his final form doesn't die. He's given more regenerations later. We'll get to that later.
So that's the first two questions. We talked about the Darker Regeneration and how the Doctor was not, in fact, Genghis Khan. But maybe the Master was Genghis Khan.
It wouldn't surprise me.
We talked about the whole romance thing and Doctor kissing Grace and that being a big barrier that the show broke through.
And the 21st century stuff will continue that.
And then, so the Doctor's half human. He talks about being half human on his mother's side. He talks about being a child with his dad, seeing a meteorite show, and these like formative memories coming back to mind.
Okay.
And then
Early, but that was on Gallifrey. And Time Lords are not human at all.
no,
The once again, the only theory, the only reasonable theory is either A, he was lying, or B, he had time. He had watch fobbed himself into being half human.
well, why would that be on his mother's side, being half human? And then what? The whole Eye of Harmony, why is that only able to be opened by human eyes? And the Doctor having human.
Yeah, I've got no answers for that.
Okay.
It was a good contrivance for the plot.
Yeah. So this is the first time they mentioned the Eye of Harmony being the power source of the TARDIS, because before that it was like Mercury and beryllium.
Well, it was a
clocks
Mercury
and-
link.
Yeah.
And what?
Beryllium clocks was mentioned before, I think.
Well, they needed the piece from the beryllium clock
yeah.
to do that. But no, Mercury links way back in the first Doctor was a piece of the TARDIS, but it doesn't mention the ultimate power source. You could imagine the ultimate power source to be nuclear or whatever, but it...
So does the Eye of Harmony come back in a future episode?
Yes.
Oh.
Journey into the center of the TARDIS
Ooh.
is a really interestingly good episode in the 11th Doctor's era. And then the only time anything on it's alluded to is during the previously, is the 5 Doctors when they allude to the capturing of the star that helped create the Time Lord's power. And that was done by Rassilon
Omega.
It was done by Omega. And then the other one.
Which is the Doctor.
Alluded to, never confirmed as of yet.
Confirmed?
Well, as far as I know, like I said, we haven't done the most recent stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, Omega in the anti-universe with the antimatter.
Yeah. They just left him there. I'd be peeved too, man. Be peeved.
Yeah. But anyway.
Omega is totally justified.
Oh, man.
Omega did nothing wrong.
Okay. Omega comes back in the modern stuff.
Yeah.
Not good. Alright, anyway, so
Still
the Doctor... but yeah, there's talk in there of holding and controlling a star. It's nowhere near as explicit as Eye of Harmony, and I think they're kind of merged together in the modern stuff.
Okay.
So, and then they kind of make, orange juice when you give it oranges, if that makes sense. What other questions do you have?
That covers most of it. We talked about the destructive capabilities of the TARDISes, TARDIS. And then really that just leaves the whole human eye thing. Why is it human eyes that open the Eye of Harmony?
Once again, no clue on that.
Never explained.
To the best of my knowledge, no. Okay, we're going to do some catch up for you in case you haven't watched lots of heroes and villains and lots of Apocrypha. Because we don't, like I said, like Marvel, we don't want to force you to watch a bunch of side stuff. Just to keep up with things. Anyway, so February 12th.
Doctor Who news.
Doctor Who news. Every single date that we had for American releases is out. We have no future dates we're waiting on.
None?
Not at this exact moment. We have products, but no dates. The most recent one I picked up, which came out in January, is right there, season 13 for Doctor Who. 11, 12, 13, okay, right there, season 13 for Doctor Who. We're waiting on a couple more seasons. I think 21 and 16, could be wrong on that, I'm going by memory. For the classic Blu-ray season releases, and of course the first 6 seasons, which they're still completing via animation. I know season 2 has been released with a reconstruction, not animation, for the Crusades, but I think they're going to recomplete that with an animation and release it. And those 6 seasons we're waiting on, and then just 6, I think 16 and 21. I have to double count here. Those are all somewhere in the future. There is also Doctor Who Season 2, Series 15, which is the second season from Shutagawa, second series from Shutagawa. We're waiting on that. That has already released in the United Kingdom. But apparently we have that year-long delay thanks to the Disney contract. So I have a season 1, series 1, or series 14, because it came out in May, and it looks like this next one should be out this May, so maybe 3-4 months away. Then there's The War Between the Land and the Sea, which aired in December of last year, just a couple months ago, which we will then probably, based on the Disney contract, only see in December of this year, 2026. And then there is the Christmas special, which will be coming out this Christmas.
This Christmas?
Yeah, it'll be airing this Christmas, and hopefully be released soon thereafter in the States.
Yeah, I hope so.
So we're waiting on 8 total seasons from the classic stuff on Blu-ray.
Uh-huh.
I think 16 and 21, it could be wrong, and the first 6. We're waiting for series 14, which is basically Shutagawa's second series, which I think is going to be out in May or June.
Okay.
The War Between the Land and the Sea, which I think will be out in December. And
Sweet.
then sometime not too long after that, the Christmas special, which will be coming.
Hey.
But we have no definitive dates for any of it. And it may take another 3-4 years before it's all released.
Wow. That's a hot minute.
Well, and we have no dates for any animations. There's about 10 more animations they need to do to complete the first 6 seasons, and we don't have dates for any of them. No announcements, no nothing. They're all.
They lost funding.
No, I think a lot of Disney money may have gone towards it. I just, like I said, I personally hope, and I'm thinking that they're working on the Daleks Master Plan, the 14 episode deal, which of course will take up 2 or 3 other ones, and that's why I think it's been such a long delay.
Well, it's the BBC. They always make the right choice, and they're not at all biased, and they'll do the fans right.
Good luck with that. I think it's going to all come out eventually, and I think the show will continue despite the current small hiatus.
PBS also not biased. Did they lose funding? They lost funding.
Yes, they did.
Now brought entirely by contributions from viewers like you.
They shut down.
They shut down.
Their funding. They lost funding. Arthur? They lasted a few weeks and then shut down.
No more cyberspace. No more Maya and Miguel.
I don't know any of this stuff.
It's just kids' cartoons that do.
Yeah. To be fair,
no more revolutionary kids.
Once again, remember that if a show is good enough, it'll survive on cable or streaming now, like Fraggle Rock did with HBO, or like
Fraggle Rock.
Is it Sesame Street now on one of the streaming services?
Yeah, I don't think it's PBS anymore.
No, I think it's on
Peacock,
Netflix, or Peacock or something. If something is good enough, it'll survive on streaming. Doesn't need taxpayer money. And there's a whole bunch of those. That are doing that.
So what's going to be on Channel 5 now?
Oh, here in Lubbock?
Yeah.
You know, haven't looked to check. No clue.
So PBS is already shut down?
I think so. The corporation, anyway. I don't know if that knocks out every local channel. But anyway, more Doctor Who news. Okay, so we still don't know who's the next Doctor. We still do not know who's the next showrunner. We don't know, except for the Christmas special, any other episodes. We're sitting at like 896 episodes.
Well, I mean, they only have so many actors in Europe, in Britain, in London.
Well, every year more are born.
Idris Elba. Tom Holland.
I would have loved Idris Elba as the Doctor instead of Whittaker. Would have friggin' loved it. Love him. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
Despite his stint in
Marvel.
No. The Gunslinger.
Don't know that one.
A movie based around a novel by Stephen King.
Oh, okay.
I think. I think it's the right name.
Yeah, I never saw
Anyway,
it.
he's in some bad movies. I like him in Marvel.
Yeah,
And I think it would have made a good James Bond as well.
I think so too. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have loved him as James Bond. But now he's too old, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know who's going to be the next James Bond, but he's got to be
That's-
younger. But
They haven't announced new James Bond.
no, Idris Elba would have been perfect like 1 or 2 Bonds ago.
And his Omega watch, not Rolex.
But yeah, he wasn't picked, unfortunately. It's like I said, race doesn't matter. I don't friggin' care.
Yeah.
The gender does, because there are differences between the genders.
He's too old for James Bond, but he's not too old to be the Doctor still.
Correct. The Doctor can be very old, and
Yeah.
I would. Oh my gosh, I would love him as the Doctor. Seriously.
I really
Take over
like
from
the
Shutai Gatwa. Oh.
Pierce Brosnan. I still
Wait,
think
wait,
there
wait.
should be an official Rowan Atkinson Doctor.
There's an unofficial one.
Yeah.
Wait.
It
Hold on.
would do so good though.
Okay, so you wanted Pierce Brosnan to be the Doctor.
No, James Bond. That's my favorite James Bond.
That's your favorite James Bond.
I don't think Pierce
Okay.
Brosnan would be a good Doctor.
There was a different James Bond who was Rassilon.
Oh yeah. That's true.
Yeah, and we'll get there.
That one.
Oh,
Oh, we haven't gotten there.
No.
Oh, okay.
There is a. Oh my
So
gosh.
Rassilon's coming up again. Thought he was dead.
Yes and no, but. Oh, sorry.
You're so flexible.
I'm double jointed. It's funny, but there's a James Bond that shows up in Doctor Who as Rassilon. Is it Pierce Brosnan?
Oh, that'd be cool. Pierce Brosnan and Rassilon.
In the End of Time, parts 1 and 2.
I also like the one before Pierce Brosnan. It was the License to Kill. Andrew something.
I can't think of his name.
He made some good movies.
All right.
He did a wheelie in a semi-truck. Which was really cool as a kid.
Okay. All right. Any other questions or anything?
No, I think we covered all the questions.
All right.
Yeah,
So for
the
Doctor,
news.
huh?
We got all caught up on the news.
Yeah, for Doctor Who news, there's not much news coming out whatsoever. Still waiting on stuff. It looks like there's gonna be another hiatus. Hopefully more releases are announced soon. Hopefully another Doctor's announced soon. If there's going to be a streaming co-production, hopefully that's announced soon. We'll see. That's about it. We will continue to roll through.
We hang in the balance.
After this, there's a little more Apocrypha.
Yeah.
And a Doctor Who spin-off technically now in Scream of the Chakra, which is...
The Damons.
Well, no, it was the... It was the animation that was going to be the beginning of the show, but they decided it wasn't, but now it's been recanonized.
Chakra, yeah.
Yeah, Scream of the Chakra.
So that's not third part, or that's not Apocrypha anymore.
No, it's BBC produced.
So
and
it's going to get an
animated.
episode count? So with the movie, we're
Yeah.
off on the
No,
serial count, episode count.
It's not a normal episode. It's an animated,
Yeah.
which is to the side, which Tennant has a couple of them as well.
Oh, okay.
They're animated. They're not in the normal episode count. They're to the side.
Okay. So what would we cover those under?
Spin-offs.
Spin-offs?
Those are spin-offs.
Okay. Yeah, we have a spin-off series.
So we'll have a few more Apocrypha, a spin-off, a few more Apocrypha, and then we'll get into 21st century. And remember, Scream of the Chakra was basically the 40th anniversary episode. And then we'll get into the 21st century, the second revival of the show,
So
of which tonight's episode with the movie was the first revival.
So episode 159 was on Serial 159, but episode 160 is the movie. So Serial
Story 160.
So Serial 160 is gonna be 161 episode. Episode 161 for Serial 160.
No. Okay. This episode 160.
Yeah.
And
this counts as story 160.
Yes.
So we're still lined up.
Yeah. Episode 161 of the main show
will be story one.
What is story? Well, not episode 161. Story 161. Rose.
Yeah.
Is what it's called.
It's gonna be episode
161.
Oh, okay, good.
We're keeping the main show lined up with the main stories.
Okay.
No matter how many episodes are in each story.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, that's good.
Me too.
Yeah.
Alright. I guess we'll see you hopefully next week. Is your schedule back on track for this?
Nope.
Alright. We'll see you soon, hopefully. Alright. And if you're watching the side stuff, we'll be doing more Apocrypha, and then eventually, hopefully soon, back into the main show, 21st Century.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm excited.
Yeah. Eccleston, Ninth Doctor. I really need to get a new poster.
I like this poster.
Well, yeah, but I need one with the other doctors.
I like the banner on the YouTube channel, which has all the doctors on it.
Oh, there you go.
Up to like War Doctor.
And the aesthetic is really nice, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice aesthetic.
Yeah, but then we'll begin with Eccleston down there in the bottom middle.
Playing any new games? Ever tell?
Okay.
Ever song?
Everdell.
Yeah. Terraforming Mars.
Always playing Terraforming Mars. We're going to make a whole bunch of new fan-made cards for it. Everdell, there's a bunch of expansions I need to pick up and play.
New expansion for Everdell?
A bunch of expansions I don't have. Well, several I don't have, which other people have that I need to play with them.
For the online one?
The online Everdell has a couple of bits.
Oh.
And the online Terraforming Mars has recently added colonies.
Oh.
When I say recently, since our last episode in December.
9 months ago.
Yeah, and not the 9, just the 2 months. Added colonies and playing that online. Good expansion. I'll be playing it later tonight while this is rendering. And that's about it.
Good stuff. Start playing World of Warcraft again. They're re-releasing
Vanilla.
They already did the Burning Crusade now. So they had Vanilla Classic and TBC Classic, and now they're doing Anniversary Realms, which is back to Vanilla, the Burning Crusade. So I'm playing the Burning Crusade the third time around because I never really did the raids on the first or second release of TBC.
I did the vanilla revamp, the first one. And I'm like, I've already done all this. Why am I doing all this again?
Because it's fun.
To a point, yes. Wow.
I'm gonna raid Karazhan. We get that mongoose enchantment recipe on my priest, my holy priest. Tailoring and enchanting. That and Plate Up. Gonna be playing Plate Up.
Plate Up.
It's like a chef game on Wednesday. Plate Up.
Alright, hopefully next Thursday you're back here. We can do this again.
Hopefully.
Although it'll be
I had to request this Thursday off, so I set my availability to be off by 5 o'clock. I'm like, we can't do that. We need you on Thursdays. I requested the whole Thursday off, and that's why I'm here. But I made the day of it. I got a haircut. I did a doctor's appointment.
I got the beard and the hair done. Cool. Well, let me know and we'll keep going.
Yeah, please.
And We're hitting the new stuff. So, well, first revival done.
Mm-hmm.
Now we'll get to the second revival.
Why did this one fail? Why did this revival
Oh my
get
gosh.
picked up?
Okay,
Wasn't popular?
continuing stuff with the specificality, the uniqueness of this episode. Okay, it was partly because it was aired against the series finale of Roseanne. That was the
That was this?
yes. It was aired against the series finale of
You've
Roseanne.
complained about this forever.
Yes,
I finally get
that
to see
was this.
So it got low ratings. On
So it got low ratings because everyone was watching Roseanne, and Fox was like, "Up yours, Roseanne," because you were just a Married with Children clone.
Yeah.
Which was a Fox show.
Yeah.
And they put it against that. It didn't work.
Yeah.
Partly, there's probably some validity to, we're trying to take a show, market it to a bunch of people with this long ass history.
Yeah.
But we're not going to explain why one guy shows up, gets killed, becomes another guy, and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
Kind of
well enough for that.
throws your feet to the fire.
Yeah.
But eventually it did work. The American crowd picked up Doctor Who with a fervor.
Well, yeah. Eventually, mostly the new stuff.
It was probably Matt Smith that really made it take off. And
Tenet
Tenet really made it take off.
Tenet was.
They like which one was the Van Gogh one? Was that Tenet or Matt?
The one who met Van Gogh.
Yeah.
Matt Smith.
Matt Smith. Okay, so that's the one.
It's an amazing episode.
That's the one in high school. Everyone was wearing the Van Gogh TARDIS painting belt t-shirts.
I know what you're talking about. It's exploding TARDIS
they
in
had
a Van Gogh style. Yeah.
They had the
they
had the screwdrivers. Everyone was buying the screwdrivers.
Yeah. And Return of the Sonic Screwdriver was great in this episode. It's just like, oh, look, here it is. You haven't had that for 2.5 doctors, so I'm glad it's here.
Yeah, a lot of doctors don't have their own sonic screwdriver, but Began has his own. That was a unique design, right? That wasn't McCoy's. McCoy didn't even have
that. That was very that was very close, if not the design that Baker / Davison has.
Yeah, but with like a little red gem in it. Was it red before?
Like, I can't remember at this point.
I'll check eBay.
Okay. eBay. Alright, yeah, and there was that, and like I said, there's so much unique about this. Good or bad.
Yeah. Good stuff. I enjoyed it. I had fun.
Excellent. And once again, our episode is longer than the series.
Probably. Alright, we'll catch you on the flippity flop. See you next time. Stay tuned.
Hopefully soon. What do you say?
Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum.